Hello, everybody. Today I'll be talking about the man from Pennsylvania that was purchasing body parts from a woman that worked at a mortuary in Arkansas. So, what's going on is there was a man. His name is, I believe, Jeremy Pauly. He's 40 years old from Pennsylvania, and he was an oddity collector. He purchased many oddities: children's body parts, adults' body parts, femurs, you name it, he wanted it. He had it shipped to his home, and I guess the last person he purchased body parts from was someone that was actually selling them illegally through Facebook. So him and this woman, who they never named her in the article, was exchanging messages back and forth, and they were talking about pretty much him purchasing and her selling body parts to him. So I guess he bought something from her. It got shipped to his house. Somehow, some way, someone got tipped off. There was a tip that he was doing that, and they got in a hell of a lot of trouble. And so now he got arrested, but he made bond. I believe his bond was like $50,000, so they paid a portion of that. Now he's released. And the other person, they're not really giving too much information on what exactly is happening to her. But yeah, it doesn't look too good for that person, because the person that worked at the mortuary, it says it's a woman, it never says her name. It says that she was selling them, but I believe she was supposed to be taking the bodies or the body parts down to the crematory, because these are body parts that are donated to science. So it's like nobody's loved ones are really going to claim like that's my son's head or that's my uncle's foot. So she was supposed to take them down to the crematory, have them cremated, and they'll do what they do to dispose of the remains. But no, she took it a step further and went and actually took them and sold them to someone. So now there's this whole fiasco going on, and I don't know what's going to happen to the guy. So reading through the article, they didn't talk anything about him having a criminal record or him just being a bad person. I think it's kind of blown up because he looks very weird. Let's be real, he's a weird looking guy. He probably was a normal looking guy before he got his eyes tattooed and those things in his head. So yeah, because there's plenty of other oddity collectors. Like, I remember there was a show called Oddities. I think it was on AMC. If anyone else remembers that, I'll put a picture right here of Oddities. And they collected human body parts too. So I'm just wondering, like, I guess maybe because that lady was a little shady and she did something she shouldn't have done, maybe that's why this is a big deal. But yeah, you shouldn't go around selling people's loved ones' body parts without their permission. That lady's a scumbag. But as far as the guy, I don't really know how to feel about that. So you guys let me know how you guys feel in the comment section about him and his legal his legal collection. It's legal, I guess. It's just very freaking weird. I'm Betty Confetti. It was good talking to you guys. Let me know what you think in the comment section, and like and share. Thank you so much. Bye.
Pennsylvania man tried to buy stolen human remains. A Pennsylvania man has been charged with abuse of a corpse, receiving stolen property, and other charges after police say he allegedly tried to buy stolen human remains from an Arkansas woman for possible resale on Facebook. A Pennsylvania man has been charged with abuse of a corpse, receiving stolen property, and other charges after police say he allegedly tried to buy stolen human remains from an Arkansas woman for possible resale on Facebook. A spokeswoman for the University of Arkansas for Medical Sciences in Little Rock confirmed that the remains had been donated to UMass facility were sent to a mortuary for cremation. UMass spokeswoman Leslie Taylor said the remains were sent to Arkansas Central Mortuary Services in Little Rock, where they were allegedly stolen by a female mortuary employee and sold, adding that there is an open federal investigation. We are very respectful of those who donate their bodies, and we are appalled that such thing could happen, Taylor said. A representative of the mortuary hung up on a reporter who reached out for comment Thursday. FBI Little Rock spokesperson Connor Hagan said the office was aware of the Pennsylvania incident, but will not comment on ongoing investigations. No charges had been filed as of Thursday against the Arkansas woman. East Pennsboro Township Police in Pennsylvania announced the arrest and charges against 40-year-old Jeremy Lee Paul. Pauly of Enola, Pennsylvania. Pauly had been arrested on July 22nd and had an initial court appearance Thursday. Calls to an attorney representing Pauly were not returned late Thursday. Pauly was released on $50,000 bond, according to court records. On Facebook page under his name, Pauly has posted pictures of bags and stacks of femurs. One caption, "Picked up more medical bones to sort through." The Facebook page he used to market his body parts is called the Grand Wonderker. Vendors of odd and unusual museum exhibits, guest lectures, live entertainment, and so much more. Strange, curious, and unique in every way possible. It also provides a link to his website. "I think I've seen it all, and then something like this comes around," said Sean McCormick, district attorney for Cumberland County, Pennsylvania, where Pauly was charged. "The question we had to answer was, is the sale of body parts or bones and remains legal or illegal? Some of it, to our surprise, was legal, and as the investigation went on, it became clear that there was illegal activity going on as well." Pauly, who described himself as a collector of what is called oddities, including human body parts, said the remains were acquired legally when first contacted by police. According to a police affidavit, police initially found what they described as older human remains, including full skeletons that they determined were legally obtained. However, after a second tip about newer remains in Pauly's home, investigators returned to the house to find more recent pictures. Police found 3 5-gallon buckets containing assorted body parts, including of children. Federal and state law enforcement agents intercepted packages addressed to Pauly from the Arkansas woman that contained body parts. Pauly told investigators that he intended to resell the body parts, according to the affidavit. Investigators alleged that Pauly arranged to pay the Arkansas woman $4,000 for the body parts through Facebook Messenger. Facebook did not respond to messages seeking comments on Pauly's pages. However, its community standards prohibit exploitation and explicitly prohibit selling body parts through its commercial policies and advertising policies. This story has been corrected to show the remains have been transferred to a mortuary for cremation when they were allegedly taken, not that the remains were stolen on their way to the university. It has also been corrected to show the FBI spokesperson is called